guys fish? Mountain trout, rainbow trout, silver trout. If you don't know, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. The man they call Austin Trout, Austin No Doubt Trout, 26-2 with 14 knockouts. I myself call him Austin No Doubt Fish Trout because he's a fish. This is TstreeT Controversy, TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover boxing very late at night, very early in the morning, whether I'm tired, whether I'm sick, rain, sleet, hail, or snow, like the postman. And I want to say subscribe. Welcome to my grand establishment. We're going to talk about Austin No Doubt Trout, the former WBA super light middleweight champion, versus the Australian. And Australians have been having a bad time this summer when it comes to boxing. Daniel Dawson, excuse me. What is he? 40-3 with 26 knockouts. Most notable losses against Sergey Zinzaruk and Daniel Gill, who got his face smashed in by Gennady Gennadievich Golovkin. But let's talk about Austin Trout. His last 3 fights, the toughest fights that anyone in boxing can take, where you look at his loss to Erislandy Lara, where you look at his loss to Saul, Canelo, Alvarez, and when you look at the most glorious win that will always be on his career is the win over Miguel Cotto. Austin Trout is, put it this way, we're not going to call him a light puncher, but going up against the fighters he is going up against, he needed to have the punching power in order to stop their onslaught. So when it came to his fight with Erislandy Lara, he didn't stand a chance because he didn't have the power to stop the pure boxing ability of a Lara. Lara had nothing to worry about. When it came to Canelo, he just didn't have the power. Even though he had the punch output, he just didn't have the power to do anything significant to Canelo. And Canelo was dodging and dipping a lot of his punches and showed a defensive prowess that we didn't know that Canelo had. And also Canelo put him down, just like Erislandy Lara put him down. Miguel Cotto, people are saying, well, he was coming off the Floyd Mayweather win, meaning Cotto. Cotto didn't have his career right, his mind wasn't right, and basically he didn't train properly for the Austin Trout fight, so Austin Trout was able to get that win. But now you got Austin Trout now fighting on ESPN August 22nd, 2014 against Daniel Dawson in a fight where he's got to get his career back on track. When you look at 154 pounders, now you think, who can Austin Trout beat and what is out there for him as far as fights is concerned? A rematch with Miguel Cotto is not very lucrative for Miguel Cotto right now, because remember, at this point in time, Austin Trout is fighting on ESPN. Miguel Cotto is the 160-pound champion. Even though Austin Trout has that win over Cotto, it doesn't make financial sense. And of course, Miguel Cotto will tell you, boxing is a business. It is about the fighters, and I am a side. You know how he gets into his bag, but where does Austin Trout go from there? Now you got a Demetrius Andrade. 154 pounds. I don't know. Maybe Alfredo Angulo. Oh dear God, James Kirkland. And I'm trying to see. When I'm looking at 154 pounders, can he maybe go after a Carlos Molina? The winner of Carlos Molina versus Kenan Bundridge, or one of the Jamal Charlo, or the brothers Charlo. There's fights out there for Austin Trout, but right now I think he needs 2 fights, this Daniel Dawson fight, and 1 more fight a little bit above that Daniel Dawson level to get his confidence back after taking 2 crucial losses, and both losses in which he was knocked down, and both of those losses, the fighters who won ended up going on to big pay-per-view fights. So Canelo Alvarez went on to Floyd Mayweather, and then Erislandy Lara went on to Saul Canelo Alvarez after he was almost about to fight Ishaq Smith, which didn't make no sense. So, I guess I'm looking at this as somewhat of a stay busy fight, but you have to look at the fact that Daniel Dawson is still a credible opponent, despite the fact of who he may have or have not fought. The only thing going on right now is, this summer, especially in the month of August, it's been late July, has been very bad for Australians. Daniel Gill getting his face smashed in, like I said, Jared Fletcher getting ran down on, by by Danny Jacobs. You got Sakio Biko, who's got hanging there, you know, against Anthony Durrell. This in the next 3 days from when I'm shooting this video. Right now it's 2 days. Right now it's August the 14th, 2014. You know, and then, you know, Daniel Dawson has got a hold on. There's a good chance he won't get knocked out. And let's not forget what happened to Anthony Mundine. It's been a bad year for Australian fighters, I'll tell you that. You know, it's been a bad year for you guys. But if you don't know, TstreeT Controversy, this is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Like I said, whatever it is related to boxing, if I feel like doing it, I'm going to do it. I'm rooting for Austin Trout. I'm still an Austin Trout fan regardless, but see, I see the flaws there. And I'm wondering, without having that knockout power, and in this era of these 154 pounders, I'm wondering what damage he can do. You know, I'm wondering how he even matches up against a fighter who can match speed or is faster than him. You know, so like even when I put him against the Charlo brothers, I'm thinking, you know, but then when I match him up against Carlos Molina, and Carlos Molina is good, and no, not that Molina. I'm talking about the IBF 154-pound Molina. That Molina, Austin Trout may be able to squeeze by because of the styles, but that Carlos Molina, despite the facts of whatever happens with his case, and he's fighting in Mexico, and you know he may be a born fighter, and he hugs and clinches and all that, he still finds a way to win. Or, you know, he still finds a way for you not to win. But, and then if you do win, there's some controversy surrounding it. But please subscribe. The links are right below. Real Combat Media for all your boxing news, basically. You know, I'm going to do a whole video just talking about that alone. But we're going to wait for that. Another couple of videos. TstreeT Controversy, TstreeT Controversy Live.